Hello, friends, and welcome to the PEP Talk once again. Today, I'm going to talk about something related to learning and development. Friends, a lot of HR call us up, especially I'm talking about the freelance trainers, and they come up with requirements of half day, 1 day, 8 hours, 16 hours program. Well, the training format definitely has changed a little bit since now we're having to deliver programs online. But in general, even few years back, they were offline and indoor and outdoor programs and various kinds of corporate programs. So we used to get calls saying that we need this kind of training, and we were making the outlines for that program. But today I want to talk about an important part of this whole process, which is the training need analysis. Now this helps the trainers to prepare the outline, and also the organization get the return on investment, and the trainees get exactly the specific modules that they need. So it's a win-win situation when we do a training need analysis. So to elaborate a little bit, let me share my screen with you so that I can explain my point in a detailed manner. All right. So as you can see, the subject is training need analysis. In short, we call it TNA. It's not the wrestling TNA. It is related to learning and development. Well, what is this TNA or training need analysis? Well, there are a few points that I want to bring up today. Number one point would be understanding the levels and gaps that there is in the skill sets of the employees that you are thinking of getting trained, and therefore it will be easy to measure the improvement after the training is done. Number two is structured way of delivering a training program. How else can I make an outline if I don't know exactly where the participants lack or have an area of improvement? Prepare the TNA report at the end. Yes, if I don't do a TNA in the beginning, and then I don't make a report, based on that report, the training module can be made specific to the requirement. Point number three, for developing the correct and specific module, absolutely. If I have the TNA report, then only I can go ahead and give the specific requirements and solution for the issues. And KSA, knowledge, skill, and ability, where the gap is, whether in knowledge, whether in skills, or in abilities, or we can also say attitude. KSA, remember that term. Entire process I want to just explain in short for clarity for the organization. So whenever they have training in mind, they need to follow this process. First is understand your business goal as an organization, why you are thinking of this program, why you are trying to invest money into training your employees. Number two is get the TNA done, as already said in the last two slides. Number three is know your requirements, and this can be known from the TNA report as well as from inputs from the managers and the HR people. Outline has to be designed, whether it's for indoor program or outbound program, and now only during the pandemic we're talking about virtual programs. Number five is revised outline. Now once the outline is made, the client gets into a call, sees it, there's a presentation by the trainer, and then they give their inputs, and that is the revised and final outline. Then the module design is done. Then training delivery, the days, the dates, the schedule, the number of hours, the timings, etc. Number eight is implement and data collection of after the training or during the training, so that we can understand and measure the ROI. For example, the effect of the training on customer and the feedback that the customers are giving. If there is an improvement, definitely the training is working. For sales, the amount of performance and sales related data after and during and before the training will help us know whether the training was effective. Post assessments, very important to see the improvement and levels and scores and observations during the entire program and the history of the employees that they have performed in the training period. Number 10 is training and report, very important. After the training is over, the documentation of the entire process, so that it can be a reference for various things. Number 11 and the last point, overall project and report. We're treating this like an entire process, just like a project. So there needs to be a report for the higher management to see and refer to, and know that their money that they have investment is done, they have invested, they are getting some return out of it. Types of TNA, few types. Software based, today we have automated software based online assessment tools, TNA tools. Trainer led TNA, which we do in development centers. As a trainer, we many of the trainers give their inputs from the activities that they observe. Number 3 is assessor based. Again, I'm talking about the development centers. Online and virtual TNA, it is possible. Mystery customers, suddenly you create a mystery customer and you get the observation and feedback, especially in sales, in hospitality, in other sectors. Information based on management feedback and HR feedback, that is also to be documented and a part of the TNA. Assessments are of 3 types. Before the training, this is separate from the TNA. Mid assessment, if it's a long program or a development center, and post assessment, again to see the roadmap and the improvements that the trainees are making. Next is training end report. I talked about that, is all about observation sheets and comments. Then we have levels and scores and improvement mapping out there in that training end sheet. Future scope and recommendation for the organization, department, and the trainees, and of course modules and methodology used, and not to forget the key takeaways from the training and the feedback from the trainer and the trainees. So that would end my presentation today. I hope this TNA will help you to understand, design, and find out the requirements specific to your organization need, and therefore make sure that you are getting the ROI or the return on investment. Friends, until next time, as always, wishing all of you a great day ahead. Be safe, be well.